Apu today. GM, GM trade of the day. So I'm not gonna look. I'm not actually looking at Apu today, but someone got absolutely destroyed. Panic selling here, which is just something of note. I think it was like $1 million order in like 1 minute. Yeah, 800k. Who did that? Absolute chart crime. Someone really deserves to lose and get slippage like that. Crazy, crazy. Anyway, the the main coins are the main coins that are moving right now are the political ones. Makes sense, right? As you'd expect. So Bowden, it kind of fell back inside this previous expanding accumulation that it was in. It's back below 500 or just around 500 mil market cap. It is, obviously we've had massive flush, and typically that kind of dip is the dip that's going to lead it to new highs if you know the market is still bullish, if we're still in a buy the dip mode. And it seems decent chance because you've got you know some of the other stupid name memes. Where are we here? Let's go on Solana there. Tucker Carlson. That one's been doing really well, as you can see. What else? I think there's an Alex Jones one. These are like the main ones that are actually moving today. Tucker, Trump. Yeah. Whenever people ask me like why not own Trump, the Trump one, it's not funny. It's not funny to make fun of Trump like that. People don't find him like that. Whereas Bowden is like, makes perfect sense. Alex Jones coin, much lower market cap, obviously. Very low market cap. But because, if you're on Twitter, Alex Jones is just streaming constantly, talking about the war. You got Tucker Carlson, anything political. You got Bowden, any of these people who are, public figures around some of this, some of this craziness is going on. That's the only stuff that's really moving, right? Is that a good place to focus your attention and trade right now? I mean, probably most of those moves have already played out, and those big deep shakeouts. Obviously, my focus is Bowden. I'm still holding. Don't see any reason not to hold from here. I think you survive these big shakeouts, and this is what I was saying. I said this the other day. There's 70%, right? I said this a few days ago. Meme coins come with extreme volatility because there's no leverage. So you can't get shaken out by leverage. There's no stop losses on fucking Radium. There's no leverage on Bowden. So the only way that you can get people to sell is to put it down aggressively. If it goes down fast or goes down slow, it doesn't matter. But if there's deep corrections, people who look at their portfolio and I had 10k worth of Bowden up here, and then they watch suddenly it's like 3k, 70% down like fast, that makes them panic and sell. That's how you end up getting these crazy types of moves with big volume spikes at the bottom. That indicates to me that it should be a bottom. Now, quite often we come back down for a retest. Right? It doesn't mean it's going to necessarily just moon from here, but that would seem like it's made a bottom at that level, and that's a higher low. So after all the craziness, right, Bowden is higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows all the way, comes back down, forms a higher low, and then we consolidate, and probably later on we'll break out higher. That'd be my guess. So yeah, the meme coins survive pretty well throughout all that shit. Apu as well with its deep dip, but really strong reaction on the bounce, as you can see. Again, where does this one go? Less certain because it's not political. It's not got much in the way of current current events happening that are around it or whatever. It could well be the end of Apu's trend for now, and you have to see some consolidation before breaking out again later. I'll see whether to take any profit on it. I'm unsure. Main thing is, you don't panic during the crazy 85% correction. So there's your low, right? You know where the bottom is. Might come back down, fill the wick again, but you know where your low is. Just filled up all this previous move, retested that first breakout. It's funny, that was the level we talked about as the untested SR a few weeks ago, or a few days ago, and a previous all-time high close. Like, they were the two strongest levels. And you can see that during the panic, it just ripped down through everything. Now it has to form a support somewhere else. Like, Apu will not moon to new highs if the market doesn't get bullish. Bowden, a bit different, because even if there's fears of war, etc., 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 like, it keeps Bowden relevant and current. But Apu probably will go a bit quiet, a bit sideways, a bit choppy if the market as a whole goes risk off, which remains to be seen, right? It all depends what happens tomorrow. If all the war stuff was just, fears over nothing, and it was sort of a non-event, then you're going to see a big re-rating, a big change in all markets that were trying to price war in, now having to flip back and price no war in. So price of oil will drop, inflation fears will subside, and riskier markets, so tech and crypto and stuff, will probably end up doing quite well. So we'll see. Anyway, that's enough from me. See you later on the live stream. It'll be slightly later today because I'm traveling, but I'll let you know. GM.